What's going on? I figured to promote this product, I'm gonna start this thing before every time I work out. I figure I'll call it like pre-workout talks, right? So I'm gonna take my pre-workout, Polarlabs, and what I'm gonna do is I'm going to just take it, and the whole time that I sip it down, I'm just gonna talk about the product and other shit about the gym. So that's all I'm gonna do today. I'm in the car. I'm gonna do it every time from this one parking spot. As you can see, I'm outside the IM at Penn State. So that's gonna be pretty fucking cool. Only problem is, just for today, I have the old label of the pre-workout on it. It doesn't actually have my company label. It has the label that comes just standard with my order, because I figure it's a lot cheaper to go with the label that they give me, and then I print out my own at a printing place, because it saves me like a few $100s in the end, because every label is pretty expensive. So I'm gonna move over here. Just buy some pre-workout, I think. I don't know the best way to put it. Here, no. Oh my god, literally everywhere is terrible. I'll just do it like this. I don't know what just happened with my face, but I'll get a nice scoop, and then I'll discuss a couple things. So as you can see, I got one full scoop right here. I'll put it straight in the bottle. Only problem with this series that I can see happening is I really like when my car is really, really clean. Anybody that knows me knows I go absolutely insane about that. So it's going to be a little bit difficult to not fuck up my car while I do this, but that's not a problem. There we go. We'll close it, shake up the pre, and then it's time to get going. So one of the things I want to talk about today is, I guess, kind of a few things I don't like about the main pre-workout industry. I got into it in one of my other videos, but I would say my biggest issue is the underdosing, right? Like, you got these pre-workout companies that so heavily underdose their pre's, but they make it seem like they're dosing the pre-workout properly by just putting a bunch of bullshit ingredients in there, right? That's not how I do things. So that's number one. Number two, I really don't like how pre-workouts have so much caffeine. Like, I think that's silly, right? Like, if I think back to all my best lifts, where I got my best pump, it was like a 200 milligram caffeine or 250 milligram caffeine and under day, right? Conveniently enough, that's how much caffeine is in my pre. Another thing I think I want to talk about is kind of how I lift, right? I got a pretty unique way of lifting. I don't really ever take rest days. I feel like rest days matter a lot more when you're kind of not taking care of yourself in other aspects in the gym, right? So it's like, I don't see a good reason for me to take a day off when I wake up and I'm feeling amazing just because a piece of paper, right, like a regimen says that I need to take a day off, right? By the way, it tastes amazing. Holy shit, it tastes so good. Almost halfway done. It's like 32 ounces of water. Like, I don't remember. I think the last time I took a rest day, I was flying out somewhere, and that was forced, right? Like, I had to take a rest day. But I've been tracking my progress, and I noticed that when I take more rest days, like a programmed rest day, I lose gains, like, over time. Like, I did this split where I did a 5 day a week on, 2 day. It was 3 days on, 1 rest, and then it was 2 days on, and then it was another rest, and then it would kind of repeat the cycle. So it wouldn't be a perfect 7 day thing. It would almost be like an 8 day thing, but I don't really go by the days of the week anyway. And one of the things I noticed is like I would look really flat after those rest days. I didn't like that at all. And I know obviously the flat look is more about just I didn't get a pump in a day, you know, and like maybe my water was lower, maybe I didn't eat as much, right? Didn't carb up as much. But when I try to keep things as like regimented as possible, right? So like I'm counting my carbs, I'm counting my fats even, which is like fucking crazy. I stopped doing that. Definitely counting my calories, right? Like I noticed I look so much better when I just take rest days as needed. Because if you think about it, right? Like let's say this, just throwing this out there. I know I'm going to sound crazy. I know a lot of people don't agree with this type of training, but let's say I take a 1 month period, right? 30 days. If I take 2 programmed rest days every week the way I was doing, I'm going to get 8 less days in the gym compared to I haven't taken a rest day in like 30 days and I'm only getting stronger. I just hit 405 for 2 on bench, which is something I haven't done in a very long time the other day. That's on my Instagram. I'll link that below. Actually, I'll drop it right here. It's my first time trying the editing like that, so it's gonna be pretty fucking cool when I see it. But I just feel like it doesn't really make sense to lose that many days of training per month, right? Like it just seems silly. I haven't taken, like, let's just say this. I haven't taken a rest day in a month. 8 days. That's 8 days where I was actually training, right? And here's another thing you have to consider. It really, in my opinion, depends on how you train, right? Like I don't think, excuse me personally, I don't think like push-pull legs is the best split in the world. I don't agree with that at all, right? I like to do 1 day per muscle group. Like today I'm hitting back. Yesterday I killed legs. The day before that I killed chest. Tomorrow I'm gonna murder arms. Day after that I'm gonna do shoulders. And I know like, oh, the muscles kind of interfere a little bit here and there, right? I don't agree with that. I think the best way to make gains, you go every day and you just kill it, one muscle group at a time. When you need a rest day, you take a rest day. You know what I mean? That's how I believe to do it. A million people running around. Also, I know this is probably a terrible video, but I'm going to put it out anyway. I'm just rambling on. Because I know if I just practice making videos, it's not going to feel real. So I think my practice will be this page, and I'm just going to, you know, keep trying to post some videos every single day on this YouTube channel. And one day, you know, I really hope, and I know Polarlabs, it'll be a household name. But also, I wonder if that's the name I'll really go with. I really do. Because I can think of a couple better ones. If somebody sees this video specifically, you know, if there's a better name. I think Polarlabs is pretty good. And if you're ever wondering why I named the Polarlabs, I just like polar bears, and there's a polar bear on the title, on the label. As you can see, cleared out. I'm gonna go hit this crazy back day, and I think I'm gonna record a few sets too, and I'll throw them in there. Follow along, you know. I'm gonna try this YouTube shit out, and it's not my job. I have a job, you know. I do my work. I make my, you know, I do things how I do things, but I really think, you know, I can make this work, and I don't really care to put myself out there. It doesn't bother me, so I'm gonna keep doing it. And thanks for watching. So I'll see you in the gym when I record those sets. I think I'm gonna do one arm dumbbell dumbbell rows, lat pull downs, not barbell rows because I tweaked my back last time. And then I'm gonna do some cable rows, probably some traps, and then some rear delts. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'll see you guys in there.